Tonight on Bit on the Side, Kimberly will be here doing her very first interview since leaving the house. I'll be talking to her about Stephen, sex in the house, and revealing the truth behind those pregnancy rumours. It's no holds barred, and nothing is off limits. We will see you in
2 seconds.
Guess what? It's my 240th show. But I'm definitely not counting. I am not counting. But that's according to our researcher, James, who totted it all up for us. And guess what? We're going to be seeing a little bit more from him later on. And let me tell you, it's a treat. And to celebrate, we've got an extra special show in store tonight because, as you've seen, we've got former housemate Kimberly doing her very first interview since she sensationally left the house on Friday night, and no one thought to tell me, which is wonderful. Plus, there's going to be more fireworks when we tuck into the main course of Dish on the Side, and the former housemates are not happy with Helen. So, in the words of Pav, no fucking about today. Let's get on. Let's get on and meet the panel. This is a very long first opening link. First up, she is the Catholic contradiction and former housemate who loved it when stockbroker Winston showed her a thing or two about the art of footsie. Thou shalt not judge. It's Danielle. Next up is a top legend who recently joined forces with the likes of Dame Bowers and Gareth Gates in the big reunion. Now, if you think that sounds frightening, wait until you see who he's teaming up with tonight. It's the lovely Adam Ricketts. Completing our lineup is a very special guest who claims this series is her favourite because she loves how the housemates dress. Let's hope she's dug out a special frock tonight because she's all dressed up with absolutely nowhere to go. It's the brilliant Lauren Harries.
No, that's orange.
Oh, all right. She's having a pop at me already.
No, I'm just being honest. It's orange.
I know, it is. It's orangey. It is orange.
I saw that.
Really
I thought, Becca Bean, she's copied me.
Now, Adam, I'm not sure if you could hear what was happening there when Lauren walked down the stairs. Did you notice?
No, I didn't.
Did you notice the song that's being played?
No.
Oh.
Why?
That's my new...
It's one that you may know. Can we have another little sample?
Oh, God almighty.
So not only do you get the appearance fee, but you also get that extra 75p bonus. I'll be giving you that later. I've got it in my back pocket. So tonight we saw the Power Alliance choose to save Ash, resulting in Ashley taking his place for eviction this week. Gotta say, if you're on Twitter and you follow me, I was a bit gobsmacked because I didn't know that was happening. Danielle, did the Power Alliance make the right decision choosing those housemates originally to potentially face eviction? It's all very confusing because it's all changed again.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Ashley, Mark and Chris definitely made the right decision in putting who they put up for eviction. And I definitely think Ashley's got nothing to worry about. I think she'll be fine.
We did see you in tonight's show, you, Bianca and Matthew,
Yes.
say that you thought Pav and Zoe were the biggest game players. Why do you think that?
Well, you know, let's look at Pav. He does have a psychology degree.
But that doesn't mean he's a game player. That just means he has a psychology degree.
No, that's true, but he is close to analysing everyone, and he has watched it since day one. He knows how to handle everyone and how to go about certain areas.
Yeah.
And with regards to Zoe, you know, she knows reality TV inside out, so she does have an advantage over the other housemates. And I personally
But her reality show was very different to this reality show.
True, but she's aware of the cameras.
The only advantage she really has is having watched it, which is a big advantage.
I still think she knows how to deal with the cameras though, and she knows how to deal with reactions and how she's portrayed. No.
A nice person, and so is Pav, and they just come across as maybe being a little bit more aware, but that's not a bad thing. But they're still nice people.
Yeah, but Emma, when you're evicted, you are a bit like that, Danielle. When you're evicted, you're bitter. And I think it could be a bit of bitterness.
Is any of it maybe
because
they were the ones that chose you to leave? So is there a bit of, do you know what? Sodom, I'm just going to say they're horrible.
Well, do you know what? Maybe it is a bit of revenge, but you know what? It tastes sweet, so bring it on.
Adam, did you agree with the whole, that they're game players?
I don't like Pav very much.
You don't?
No, he went in there and, said he was a ladies' man, and if you say you're a ladies' man, you're not. If you have to say it.
I think people do tend to say that to try and get into the house, because
he went in trying to be so much a big character, and he's not, and it just seemed really fake and false. And now you see tonight when he got nominated, this little paranoid little boy suddenly come out.
Yeah. So he over-egged his own pudding.
Yeah, he did totally. So you can't blame people for thinking he's a bit of a muppet. I like Zoe. I genuinely do like Zoe. I think she is a bit aware of the cameras and the showbiz side of things of having to be nice to everybody. But I'd like to see her in for longer, because I think you see more of her actual character come out. And I think she'd be great.
Helen said at the end of tonight's show that they are potentially the troublemakers. Lauren, do you think they are?
No, I don't think they are. I think Helen, first of all, said she loves Zoe, and then she didn't like Zoe. So what is it, Helen? You're supposed to be, if you've got a problem with Zoe, speak to Helen, speak to Zoe. Do you know what I mean? Helen should speak to Zoe instead of talking in the diary room. I don't think they're troublemakers. I think they've just come into the show, they've just arrived. But I do think that Danielle has a point. She has just been on a reality show, so she does know how it works. But yes, they could be troublemakers. I think Pav is just boring, and he won't last long.
Have we all noticed that the audience is full of women apart from 2 men tonight? Have we noticed? It's like that year when it was all women and just Ziggy on his own. Now, Mark, Ashley and Chris all said that they needed to trust their close friends, and that's who they'd seen on the monitors. Were they right to listen to them, Adam?
Yeah, totally, because they don't know what has happened outside. So if somebody's saying to them, you have to choose these people, you have to follow that instinct and follow them. At the same time, though, you've also got to follow your own gut, because, the cameras, we all know what the cameras show on air isn't 24 hours a day, so they've probably seen a lot more of people.
And also, there's so much paranoia in there already, isn't there, Danielle? It just seemed to calm down, then all of a sudden the power comes back, this happens, then there's a twist, and it just must be such a mess of the head, I will say, instead of a head something else. Because I've already dropped the F-bomb once and I don't want to do it again.
It is. It's like a pressure cooker in there, and everyone says don't get paranoid, but you've got nothing to do but speculate, and paranoia does build up. And, I think we're seeing classic signs of that, definitely with Stephen this week, shaving the hair and all that sort of stuff. So, you can definitely see the paranoia is starting to take over the group. And that's all the housemates, to be honest. I think they're all starting to crack.
It's not just paranoia that's building as well, isn't it? Tears, floodgates. Everybody was crying in tonight's show.
Everybody cries on Big Brother. You cry because you are completely emotionally drained.
Absolutely.
But me and Danielle were talking, and I was saying if she was more upfront in the house to begin with, she might still be in the house, because that's the problem. I think if you were more upfront in the house with regards to your life and not worried about it and just showed your own personality that I can see now. I've been nude in magazines, I've been topless, I've done it all. So, if I can say
on the panel. 3-3.
Can we go back to tears? We're talking about tears. Ashley, Chris, Ash crying as well tonight, and Mark all had a little blob, and Helen as well. She was crying as well. What did you make to all the emotion? I've got to say, and be honest, I kind of watched it, and then when I saw Ash and Ashley have that, I welled up, and I might have mug written all over my head. But anyone. Huh?
I think Ash fancies Ashley.
Do you?
Yes, I think she's very beautiful, and I can see this connection between them. And I think him and Helen do fancy each other, but I think he sees a little something in Ashley, and I think he likes that. And I think what she said he really appreciated, and I thought it was quite a special moment. I liked it.
What about the tears? What about the tears?
Do you know what? I think that Chris was crying with guilt, because when they said who's going to go up from those three, both Mark and Chris, they didn't move, but they sort of shuffled back, you know, step forward, you volunteer. And there was Ashley, and I think she was put in that position by two real cowardly men.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Any other?
I think Ashley crying was really sweet. I mean, I didn't particularly like Aisling before, but I kind of I felt like it was really sad to see her crying at such a young age and being so upset. I found it to be anyway.
It seemed quite genuine as well. Well, it seemed genuine from all of them. Everybody that cried tonight. Oh, Adam, you had a little sarcastic look
Chris's
on your face
little bit
then.
in the diary room. It was like he was going for an Olivier Award. It was. I feel so for.
Okay. So from one actor to another, did you think that was a performance?
Yeah, I think that was a bit put on. I do. I think I think when you see those three having to nominate the others, it was a bit like watching the bunny rabbits trying to, you know, nominate the dogs, because I think they were a bit scared, and they're the scared and the timid ones in the group. But I think he over-egged it a bit.
Why are actors in the house anyway? I mean, I thought it was ordinary people. Why
well,
are we putting actors
just because he's an actor doesn't mean he...
We don't have emotion.
It doesn't mean that he's not a normal person.
No, I know that, but he's also an actor, so if he wants to put on a show, he can, and he's got a way of doing it. It's just like Adam said.
He has, I mean, everyone's saying he seemed quite genuine. It's also like, I must raise this point actually, the Zoe thing as well. Lots of people are saying, but she should be in Celebrity Big Brother. What's she doing in normal Big Brother? If we'd have put her in Celebrity Big Brother, you'd have gone, who the hell is she? So, you know, people like that, they can't really win.
You say that anyway, though, in that house.
But there's nothing wrong with an actor going in.
No,
like,
but
there's
when you're in the
nothing wrong
house,
with a plumber going in.
When you're in the house, so a lot of people don't know who they are, and they go, who are they? So, but I understand what, yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, basically.
It was just a point.
Exactly. Now the Alliance wanted to give Christopher a break because he has been up every single week, and they think it's taking the toll on him. Danielle, what do you think? Do you think it gets to him? Are they underestimating him? Is he stronger than they're giving him credit for?
I mean, I couldn't say a bad word against Christopher. I want Christopher to win. I think he is a lovely, genuine guy, and I think he does deserve a break off because he does take it personally and it does build up in him, and you can see it week by week. It takes a bit from him and it takes a bit of his personality, and he 100% does not deserve to be up.
He does, as a viewer, seem to be getting stronger, though, I think, visually. I don't know if it's just me, but as in every week, it does seem to kind of get to him, but then we seem to see a bit more from him. Yeah. And he seems to kind of go, do you know what, Mark, you're not going to talk to me like that again. And in that respect,
he is getting more confident as the weeks go on. He is getting more confident, but he really takes it to heart when he goes up for eviction, very badly. And I think it was just their loyalty, Ashley and Chris and Mark's loyalty towards Christopher was just, we can't even think of picking him up. It was more a question of loyalty, if you ask me.
Being evicted is the worst thing in the world. You just feel physically sick. So I feel sorry for anyone in that house. I think this summer Big Brother is the best brother ever. I think that's why I wore red today, because it's flaming bloody red.
Join me after the break for loads more House exclusive. Plus, former housemate Kimberly will be here to open it about Stephen and her time in the house. On the side. Now, is anybody feeling hungry? Yeah! Hungry, good, because it's time to tuck into another serving of Dish on the Side. Now, if you thought yesterday's course was spicy, then let me tell you, you ain't seen nothing yet, because a certain lady is about to join the former housemates for dinner. Get your lips around this one.
Previously on Dish on the Side, the starter was served, but it left a bad taste. Marlon tore chunks out of Mark.
I think with Mark. What a villain.
Toya dished out her finest Stephen impression.
I want to say something to you. Open it.
Quiet. Stop, please.
Matthew revealed that he's not dramatising everything.
I'm not dramatising everything.
And Jale, she was there too. But now the ex-housemates are in for a surprise, as the main course is about to be served, with a side order of Danielle. Let's hope there's no ketchup on the table. Bon appetit.
How weird is it seeing you out of the fucking house?
happy to see Danielle.
That's so weird seeing her at the house. Do you know what I mean?
Right. How are you?
Danielle, hello, how are you?
How are you? Honey, come sit down. Auntie T needs to talk to you. Oh yeah, sit.
Hello.
Oh my God.
You okay?
How you doing?
I thought it was going to be Pauline.
So guys, out of all the new housemates, who's contributed more than the oldies?
I think Bianca.
Okay, yeah, Bianca, but the rest, I think the other two that remain in the house are completely irrelevant, to be
Do you know,
honest.
as far as I'm concerned, I feel like he had something personal against you.
100%.
And Steve.
I mean, firstly it was Kimberly.
Yeah.
No,
then
he
it was
fancies Ashley. And he wants to
firstly
keep
it was
Ashley,
Kimberly,
and
then
that
it was
all.
Ashley.
Right.
They agreed Ashley. The minute Bianca left, they changed
Yeah.
it to me. I just don't like him.
Since Kim's left the house, do we think that Stephen's just trying to win public votes now that Kim's gone?
Definitely.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because we keep on forgetting that it's a game.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a game, but it's a game that he takes more seriously than everyone in the whole house. You know what our biggest problem is with Stephen?
I definitely think Stephen's got to go. He's really got to go. Just get him out. See, he just irritates me now. He's a paranoid mess.
Do you love me? I love you. Do you love me? Because I love you. You love me?
I do. Does anyone think that Mark's kind of growing closer to Christopher because he knows, you know, how popular he's becoming?
I don't think that's the reason.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's the reason. I think the reason is Mark got a little bored, had a little kissy poo. Then he's realised, shit, I don't really like Christmas. And actually, if I actually say to people I don't like it, it's going to look really bad on me. And the convenient, inverted commas, is we'll do it on the outside. I don't actually think that's going to happen.
No, it won't.
Danielle, does Ash get Helen to fight his battles?
Yeah, 100%. He just cowers behind her.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ash is just Helen's... Yeah, like 100%.
I don't agree.
Hang on, but Marlon, why don't you agree?
Because I've had conversations with Ash and I've seen how it goes. I just
He's
think...
a nice guy by himself, but the minute he's with Helen, he turns.
But Marlon...
She wants people that put her on a pedestal and agree with everything she says. That's why she's friends with Ash, because Ash is weak and he will agree with everything she says.
Because Helen knows I'm going to give it to her so real. And she don't like that. She prefers somebody who will lick her ass and say your ass tastes good.
Can I just say, how much work has that girl had done?
Oh my fucking God.
I don't even know who she is.
She has spent
let me just let beaten out. No. She needs to get another fucking boob job. She might have paid for her tits, but they're still fucking saggy, alright? So if you pay for her tits, they should be up here, not down to your fucking knees, alright? What do you think that made discord is that causes tension between the housemates?
1, 2, 3. Helen. Let me tell you something here. She has a big influence in the house. Do you understand? Yeah. She's the one with the most warnings. She's the one that is most threatening. She's the one that instigates the most arguments and discord in the house. Her role is to be big and bad because she has the
finalist pass.
Thank you. Take that finalist pass away from her. Yeah, you will start seeing the real Helen.
Hungry for more? Well, tomorrow the ex-housemates get their just dessert.
Who is it? Oh my God!
As Pauline joins them at the table. But will it be more sour than sweet? Oh, I can't wait.
Don't you just love a big old reunion? Adam? I know, terribly shit jokes. Right, if you thought that was explosive, and I thought it was quite... then wait until you see tomorrow's final course, because, as you just saw, Charlotte is reunited with Pauline. I don't think that is one any of us want to miss. Time now for a little catch-up with the housemates nearest and dearest. So on line 1, we've got Mark's close friend and, of course, our fourth evictee, Matthew. Matthew, are you there?
Hi, Emma.
I'm going to struggle to hear you tonight because the audience are very loud, which is
Tell
wonderful.
the audience to be quiet. Hi, everyone.
So listen, we saw you in the show giving your advice to the Power Alliance. Are you happy that you took? Are you happy that they took that advice?
Yeah, of course. I'm very happy that even after 3 weeks of not seeing them, they still have confidence in my opinions and they can go by what I've said. I think they're a very perceptive bunch, but it's nice to know that they feel assured in what I have to say. As we all know, I'm always in the right, always in the right, always in the right. But, you know, I think that I had to give them knowledge of Zoe and Pav they weren't aware of, because there's things I don't like what I've seen. So I think.
But why do you think they have game plans? I mean, we've heard Danielle say the same thing tonight.
I think that the term game plan is used very loosely. What I have to say is that they have 5 weeks to watch the programme, and when you watch the show like a viewer, you have opinions of people.
So they have knowledge.
There's people you don't like, there's people you do like, there's people you have an affinity with, and they've watched it, but then they've walked in the house and they've befriended everyone, and they've sat in the back and have analysed people. And for me, I don't think that's genuine. I think they know what they're doing. And someone like Zoe as well, she's going in there to use it as a platform. She's in there for a job. And when you're in there for a job, you're not being your real self. So I think it's very, very strategic and very tactical.
OK, Matthew, thank you very much. Say bye to Matthew.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Matthew. Let's see what Zoe's mum, Tracy, thinks, because she's on the line now. Tracy, are you there?
Hello, Anna.
Hello. So we've just heard Matthew saying that Zoe's using it as a platform to further herself onto different things. Do you think that's the case?
No, because Zoe will just go straight back into her singing. But what's Matthew going to do?
Tracy, how do you think she's getting on?
I think she's getting on great. I think she's doing really good. Zoe's just been Zoe. She's having fun. Obviously, I know things are going to start changing, so let's see.
Especially with this twist. We've already seen tonight Mark and Helen say that they're slightly more wary of her after what they've heard from the three housemates that gave some information. Do you think she should be worried?
Yeah, I mean, I think she should be, obviously, but she's been given a little bit of bitter and false information there off Daniel and Matthew, with no real evidence, really, of what they're talking about. They said she's a snake in the grass. I don't know about that, like. She's never been sly or two-faced in there. She's never lied or tried to be someone she's not. So hopefully Mark and Helen will come to terms with that and see light of day.
Well, Danielle's already admitted tonight that it was a slight bit of what was the word? Revenge! Slight bit of revenge towards the two that had got her out of the house, which is, you know, as both the girls have said tonight, it's kind of fair enough. You kind of take it personally. But Tracy, thanks for being on the phone.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. And finally, we've got Helen's mate Kate on the phone. Are you there, Kate?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Now, Helen seems to be confused about who she can trust in the house. We know Ash has always got her back, but apart from him, who do you think she can turn to?
Well, I'd like to think that Zoe's got her back and Mark, but I do think that definitely Stephen. I think he loves Helen to bits.
Okay, and Ash, as we've said, definitely is kind of always there for her.
Yeah.
Are you happy with this pairing? Do you think they make a good match?
Yeah, as a friend, he's a brilliant match for her. As far as the relationship goes, well, only those two can answer that when they get out, can't they?
It has been quite nice to watch them, actually, because I know they've kind of had a few little smooches recently, but until then, it did stay very platonic and did seem like a genuine friendship in there.
They've got a genuine friendship. I mean, I've known Helen I know Helen very well, and I know that they have got a really, really good friendship. She will definitely have his back, and I think he's got hers as well.
Okay, Kate, thanks for being on the phone tonight.
Yeah. All right, then. Bye.
Right. Would you like an exclusive? Yeah. Well, we've got one, and there is trouble brewing in paradise between Mark and Christopher.
You should just be straight with people.
I am straight with people. Basically, the thing is,
it gets you into trouble, and it's not nice.
It doesn't get me into trouble.
Not into trouble. It's not like nice having to see everybody like lecture you, even if I'm one of them.
No, but I don't take it seriously. I don't have anybody lecture me. Don't have anybody lecture me.
You do?
I don't take it.
You do take it, though. That's the thing. You do take it.
I don't really care.
Okay.
Don't really care. I'm not bothered.
I've got a fake tan streak on my face.
I know, but it's just annoying because I put food on for whoever was there for. I didn't actually think through. I was like, whatever sausages I have, I'll put on. I'll put 8. Then
You've
if there's
done
any
nothing wrong, Christopher. Don't worry. You don't
I
need
know
to
I
explain
didn't.
yourself.
Then everyone has a go about fucking sausages for no reason.
It's not about the sausages.
It's as though I was going to eat 10 flaming sausages to myself.
No
only have one.
No, it was just about that we come in and somebody went, and like, there's a sausage each. And then people are like, there's not one sausage each. It's like, there's a sausage each for everybody.
But I think Christopher had a very different thing in mind when they were talking about playing hide the sausage. Look, don't go anywhere, because after the break we have the world exclusive interview with former housemate Kimberly. On what she really thinks about the other housemates, plus letting us know the truth about her relationship with Stephen. You would be a fool to go anywhere, you know. Inside, the spin-off show with the interview all the others wanted. Although, to be fair, it doesn't really fit with It Takes Two or Extra Factor. So, it's going to be perfect here, isn't it? We are going to be speaking to Kimberly in just a minute, but first, let's take a quick reminder of her worst bits.
Have you got a boyfriend?
I'm dating.
When you say dating, what does that mean?
Why are you bringing this up?
It's a simple question. Are you with somebody else? It's simple.
Where do you want this to go, this conversation?
Do you think you can see me as a husband?
No.
Kim, I'm joking. I'm just sorry. I'm just being like funny. I'm having a laugh. You know I love you, don't you?
I don't even see how we're talking about this.
Oh my God. I feel like someone's wanked all over my face.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, he's beautiful. You miss him, don't you? You look so happy. You alright?
Kim's the first girl I kissed.
You got a picture of someone that you...
Yeah.
What? You being serious? I'd like to see it. But why did you bring these in? I would chop them up and chuck them straight in the bin. That's just how I would do it. Chop them up and don't even tell me about them. Just get rid of them. I think if there's two people that could have a fucking decent life, it's going to be me and you.
She opened it to Stephen and they ended up dating, but now she's out. Now, please don't tell Stephen, but she's got another date tonight, and that is right here with us. Please give it up for the gorgeous Kimberly.
I'm good, thank you.
Come and sit down. Oh no, have you seen her belly? Oh, be careful how you sit down. Have we got hot towels on standby? Good. Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling good,
Are you okay?
I wouldn't say I'm 100%,
yeah,
but I'm feeling much better than I was, 2 days ago.
Yeah, you were really quite poorly, weren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
And that is obviously why Kimberly came out of the house. No one told me you weren't going back in, which was wonderful.
I didn't know either.
No, I know, exactly. But it is sad to have you out, but also really nice because we get to have a good old gossip about you and Stephen.
Definitely.
Do you want to take your baby bump out or do you want to leave it in?
I'll take it out. It's getting a bit warm, isn't it?
Yeah. I know we've asked, are you feeling good, but are you still feeling Stephen good?
I'm definitely still feeling Stephen good.
Really?
Yes.
So now that you are kind of out of the house, had time to reflect, a bit of perspective, you're still feeling exactly the same, on the same page?
Yeah, we're definitely on the same page. I've had time to reflect, and I've thought about everything, and I've kind of sorted my life pre-Big Brother, and I'm really looking forward to the new chapter.
Okay. Well, let's start with going back to day one. You and Stephen are sat in the garden. And he's telling you that I have visited 119 countries, or 109 countries. Now, were you thinking, that's my future husband? Or were you thinking, at least that's nominated Nation 1 sorted?
I wasn't
Because
really
I know at the time I'd have been
but...
thinking the latter.
I was just, like when someone says a comment like that, you're just kind of like, you brush it off, especially your first day. You never know what are their intentions. You just don't really know. Yeah. So I just kind of brushed it off.
And it did, watching it did seem like he was kind of putting the lines to you already, kind of making the moves, trying to impress you. Did you get that feeling from him?
No, not at all. I was like, why are you saying that? I didn't.
Thought, you were strange.
Yeah, I was just
why
like,
are you doing that?
Why are you being so different?
Now, I would imagine it must have been emotionally quite difficult in the house. I mean, we've kind of seen everything that happened, but you obviously did have an attachment to Sasha before you went into the house. So how difficult was it to being someone who doesn't like to show much emotion or give much away, to have to deal with that with Stephen, not being able to talk to Sasha and having 50 cameras watch you?
I found that extortionately difficult. I still respect Sasha. There are things that in a normal relationship outside of Big Brother, I would just straight up say and be a little bit more upfront. But out of respect to my previous relationship that, you know, happened, and the thing is, I don't really want to talk about those particular things that happened because that's intimate to Sasha and I.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like that was right to say that on TV, but I just didn't really know the best way to kind of execute that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we all got a bit confused, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because of this. Let's have a look. This is Sasha. Sasha, are you Kimberly's boyfriend or are you just seeing each other?
We're boyfriend and girlfriend for a long time.
Okay. How long have you guys been together?
More than 3 years.
Oh my goodness!
Right, so it's not just dating then, it's a pretty long, substantial relationship. So how has it been for you watching Stephen and Kimberly's relationship develop?
Well, I can see the illusion of the relationship, the game that Kimberly is good at, and she's definitely keeps the right distance. He's not pushing too far, but not getting too close either.
So you're not worried that a relationship is going to develop?
I'm not worried at all. Like Stephen, he's a mommy's boy. He can't stop crying. I'm glad they have enough, t-shirts down there. But I don't feel any threat.
Do you think she's been giving him the wrong signals?
I think he should understand very soon that, it's not genuine.
So, can you understand why everybody kind of got so confused?
Oh, definitely. I would be confused as well. The thing is, it's just, I don't really... You're very conscious sometimes of the things that you're talking about when you're on Big Brother. Because I don't want to explain, the problems I had in that relationship.
Yeah.
Because it's between him and I. But obviously, when you have that outside intimacy kind of convoluting with the inside, you do need to say some things.
Yeah.
But it was just hard to know.
But you have to try and have respect for the person that's outside and not divulge too much.
Yeah, exactly.
To the new guy. Although I think that's probably another thing why it got so confusing, because we had Sasha on and then we would have Lynn, Stephen's mum, on. And then Lynn would go into the house and give Stephen a warning about you, and then Stephen would get paranoid.
But she did it in the nicest way that she could.
Yes, absolutely.
So I was so pleased with that.
Okay. So quite a lot of people felt the relationship got very intense quite quickly. You guys were kind of professing love to each other after like 4 weeks. When was the moment that you realised that what you'd had previously was done, and that you wanted to be with Stephen and that you were falling for him?
I noticed that I was falling for Stephen properly during the night of his eviction. I don't know. It's really difficult. I can't explain it in a logical way.
You mean the first time you faced eviction?
Yeah, the first time. I felt something, like I was looking at him and I was just like, why do I feel this way? I don't want to feel this way, but I did. It's just, I can't explain it logically. It was not logical.
I've got to ask, what do you think of the new hairdo?
I think I preferred his one prior to this, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're not a fan of the old skinhead?
I'm a fan of it.
Just not on him.
In a different world.
Okay. Yeah. Some people as well, we had quite a few people in the audience actually, saying that they found him to be quite bossy with you and sometimes quite controlling. Yep. How did it ever feel that way for you?
It didn't feel that way for me. I'm used to relationships where I always have to take control. So for me, it was really nice to a little bit to take the back seat. It's very difficult to boss me around in a relationship anyway. So for me personally, I didn't feel like I was being bossed around. I'm not entirely sure what clips were shown, but I never felt like I was in a position where I was like, oh, I can't talk or anything like that. Like, it's fine. I didn't feel offended by anything. I thought that he handled the relationship, pretty well.
Maybe it could be because, as we said, he was quite paranoid. He had all the thoughts of your previous relationship.
Fair enough, though.
And then you said quite openly yourself, you don't show much emotion. You don't give very much. You're quite guarded. And maybe that made the paranoia within him grow even more. To want, because we saw him say a lot, I love you. Do you love me? Do you really love me? You know I'll never leave you. And it just almost got a bit like, whoa, settle down.
Definitely, I can understand how that can be perceived, but I think
So do you like that he takes control and you kind of...
I don't feel like he takes control as much as the public feel he does, because I don't feel like someone's trying to take control of me in a hurtful way or anything like that.
It's an enjoyable way.
Well,
Instead of taking control, maybe taking care.
I do feel like it's more like taking care. He just wants to make sure I'm looked after. I mean, the past week when I was really ill, he was pretty much, well, him and Helen were pretty much the only people that knew about how sick I was, and they made sure, you know, I guess that could be perceived as controlling, but they were really on it with me and making sure I was okay. Are you okay? Dad, are you okay? You know, so I really felt like it wasn't taking control, it was just really, yeah, taking care.
Okay, I know lots of people are going, oh, no, but you've got to remember, she was in there with him 24/7. You would know, I would imagine, if someone was trying to take over your head mentally. Now, we've got to talk about sex.
All right, yeah, that.
Because, as we're all quite aware, you did break the boundaries of sex in the Big Brother house.
Oh, did you guys see that?
Yes, yeah, we did see it. And, you know, there are only 2 other couples, I think, that have ever actually done it in there, to our knowledge. One was under a table, so you didn't really see anything apart from some feet wiggling around.
Oh, right.
And the other time, we only found out recently, was apparently Ziggy and Chanel in the shower. No. Yeah, apparently. That will mean nothing to you, sorry. So it was quite a hoo-ha because we saw full-on missionary position under the duvet. Were you surprised by people's reactions?
Not really. I mean, like, anytime someone has sex on TV, people are going to have an opinion. So
did you ever we did see in the beginning that you would never do it.
Yeah, but actually before I walked in, I was like, yeah, I probably would. And then when I walked in, yeah. But when I walked in, I felt like there was so much pressure, and I was like, no, I can't do that, I can't do that. But as you become more comfortable and you forget about the cameras, it just happened. It was like, want to have sex, had sex.
And I get that, you know, you get used to your environment, maybe you do forget about the cameras, but what about the other 10 people in the room?
No one noticed except Ash and Helen.
Yeah, but what if they were awake, Kim?
They weren't, though. We were very careful of that. Very careful.
Yeah, but what if they were just pretending to be asleep?
Then I would feel really concerned.
Winston could have dined out on that for months.
Yeah. Oh, Winston.
Now, listen, there was talk of living together, marriage, prenups, you know, quite full-on conversations for a short relationship. But if he did propose, what would you say? Because I think he might.
I think right now is a bit premature to know. In my head, it's not a definite no, like I am falling for him. It's not just like, you know,
so you see a genuine future?
Yeah, I do. No,
okay.
I'll be there when he's evicted, and I'll be, you know, I'll be by his side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one very last question. Whilst you were in the house, a certain hashtag went trended worldwide on Twitter.
Come on.
Hashtag open it.
I think I've heard that once or twice, yeah.
What does it mean?
Actually, to be honest, I'm not sure what that means.
I'm so glad you said that, because even though I asked it, I actually didn't really want to know.
What am I meant to open? I think things were opened anyway, so what's the...
Kimberly, thank you so much. Round of applause for the gorgeous Kimberly. She's a fun one, this one. Join us after the break, where Lauren Harries is going to be probing Kimberly a bit more. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bat on the Side. Do you know what? Sometimes there's nothing more satisfying than a nice golden tan, a strong brow, and a clip and weave with a simple lip gloss.
Here you go, Emma.
The things they will do to get on telly. At 10:54 this morning, Big Brother set the housemates a shopping task that had a sneaky twist.
Housemates, this week's shopping task is the ultimate team battle. Yes. Over the next 2 days, 2 teams will compete against each other in a series of gigantic clashes. This will be the ultimate showdown. The winners will earn a luxury food budget, the losers will be on basic rations. Housemates will be divided into 2 teams, Team Red and Team Blue.
Red versus Blue is not the real shopping task. The real shopping task is called Losers. And Big Brother wants to find out if you can make the blue team believe that's what they really are. Over the next 2 days, all but one of the rounds you compete in will be rigged or fixed by Big Brother so that the red team win every time.
Oh my God, brilliant!
There will be one final fair head-to-head challenge tomorrow. This will be the only round that is fair and that the blue team have an equal chance of winning.
Okay.
It's your job to make sure that by this point they are so angry and annoyed with your winning streak that you win this one as well. If the blue team do lose the final task, then the whole house will be rewarded with a luxury shopping budget.
Okay, does it all make sense? Yeah. Right, well, let's take a look at their first challenge.
The aim of the game is to connect up all the pipes, allowing the water to flow into the barrel.
Visit Colin.
Come on, we need to do this. Right.
Let's have a soon.
Yes!
Yes! Come on! That's it, right next.
Come on, right, everyone, after 3, just cheer. 1, 2, 3.
Yes!
Yes! You roll on it or something. You don't even look wet for somebody that's...
How was that to crack?
Standard. Just fun.
Was it fun?
Fucking smashed it.
We finished before the klaxon.
Did you?
Come on.
Careful. Be careful, slip. Oh, right.
Oh my god! Whoa! Holy shit! Oh man, my fucking eye! Come on, we gotta find another piece! Oh, I've got a leg! Just hold it in place!
Whilst the red team successfully connected the pipes and filled the barrel, the blue team failed to plumb their pipes. Therefore, the red team have won the first task.
Sparta!
Oh! A task filled with lies, deceit and fakery. At 1:53 this afternoon, Stephen had a good old heart-to-heart with Big Brother.
I think they've chosen me for the wrong reasons, and I think they've chosen me because I think I'm easy pickings, and they think that I'm just going to go on Friday, and that was their reason. They'll never admit that, but that's genuinely why I believe. I have no differences with Chris. There's no trouble between me and Chris. I just am very aware of certain traits that Chris holds, as well as Ashley now after last night, and I will continue to be a team player with him, and I will continue to, to be, pleasant and polite as I always have to all housemates. It doesn't mean that I am not aware of the potential that he could screw me over, and as I say, I keep that knowledge in my brain, and I make sure that I don't trip up and allow him to take advantage of the fact that I am polite and that I'm pleasant. I'm just going to continue being myself, and if he wants to play his own little game and Ashley wants to play her little game, that's fine. I don't really want to be a part of gameplay, and that's not why I came in the house.
Did you know he's polite and pleasant? Yeah, and he's never short of a word or two, is he? That was today's news. So it's a case of old versus new this week, with Zoe, Pav, Stephen and Ashley all being up for eviction. Who survives and who is slaughtered? Here are the numbers you need. This week, Ashley, Stephen, Pav and Zoe all face the public vote. Who goes? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Ashley, add 02. For Stephen, add 13. For Pav, add 18. For Zoe, add 19. Mobile and BT landline votes cost 50 pence. Other landlines may vary. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99 pence. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. So that's happening Friday, but what's happening right now? Adam should be up in the reality. Oh, there you are.
Hello.
What's happening up there?
Well, we've got the big exciting news of the day.
Oh my God, are you Adam Rickett? Oh my God, I love Adam Rickett. Can you sign this to my boyfriend Mark, please?
Okay.
Oh my God,
Is that an autograph hunter?
It looks
Is
like my
James
first
autograph
girlfriend.
hunting?
To Mark, all right.
Do you know what, Adam? I'm
Yes.
going to leave you to it.
Thank you.
God, can
You're
you sign
a
another
popular
one? I can
chap.
put it on eBay.
Where?
And I know.
Just to Mark.
Oh, well, no,
Autograph.
okay, right, yeah.
Everybody in the office is so impressed that Adam's here. Everybody. Right, we don't have a lot of time with Sackcloth Digital because we need more from Kimberly. Danielle, do you have a question for her?
Kim, do you think you robbed me of my place?
I think that my illness took me to the hospital and I had an IV in my arm for 4 days. I don't think that anyone robbed you of your place. I was ill.
Okay, and
But-
Lauren, question for Kimberly?
Well, do you think it's ladylike to have sex in the house? I mean, Mario and I could have had sex in the house, but we didn't. Do you think that you could have, though? Do you
What do you
think it
mean?
was ladylike to have sex in the house?
I'm not really sure what ladylike means. in this
Ladylike
day and
means
age.
not showing off all your butt
Yeah,
bits
ask me,
in
I'll
the
tell you.
bedroom.
I didn't show off all my
Carry on. I'll say a huge thanks to our guests joining me tomorrow, Joe Swash, Jarle, and for my big fat gypsy wedding, Thelma Medine. I've got to get my evening outfit sorted. Have a great night. Good night.